Ready to laugh? Sports comedy at its finest.
20-year deal like that. That's funny. What?
Or something like that.
It was good when you have to explain it.
It's Double M's Double M. Heard on the 110 Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the national championship game that pits UConn versus Butler tonight. I'm joined by my longtime analyst and college basketball expert, Victor Rodriguez. Victor, hello, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man, and it's great to be here with you again. Should be a great game. Lots of parity in college basketball this season, and this is indicative of tonight's matchup.
Oh, yes, you are right. These small teams have spread like melanoma here in the tourney. Everywhere I look, they are winning. But do you really give Butler a chance to win tonight?
Absolutely they have a chance to win. They have seniors, depth, and a great up-and-coming coach in Brad Stevens.
Yeah, you mentioned Brad Stevens, but he's kind of like breast cancer in the sense that he is complex, but because of his age and lack of experience, very unpredictable.
I think, though, he is still emerging as one of the best coaches in the game today.
All right, then. Well, let's go down to the floor and get into the action. Our game today is being televised in HD. The only people that cannot see this game clearly is those who have glaucoma. Victor, what are you seeing so far?
I've seen a lot of missed opportunities by both teams. I think Butler needs to try to get the ball in the middle more and down low.
Yeah, that's a good point. And speaking of balls, our halftime show is coming up, sponsored by Cialis. The way Jim Calhoun yells at his players, though, you'd think he's an old crotchety man who just survived testicular cancer. Let's go back to the action, though. Kemba Walker, he goes up, shoots a three-pointer, and drains it.
That was simply amazing. Definitely showing why he's a Player of the Year candidate.
Oh, yeah, and he definitely does not have brain cancer. He's thinking very clearly, and our halftime show is now here. Victor, let's break down the first half. Who do you think is going to win this game?
I think UConn wins because Butler is just not hitting enough three-pointers.
Well, yeah, speaking of hitting, physical abuse can lead to mental anxiety, stress, or depression. Will the losing coach suffer from any post-game side effects?
No, Matt, I think you may be overthinking this.
All right, well, let's get back into the game. About 5 minutes left. This game is so bad, I'd rather be at my annual prostate exam.
Well, the Bulldogs aren't just clicking. They're missing just about every shot they are taking.
Yeah, they look really nervous, even shaking a little bit. They may have diabetes, baby.
Well, this has been a long road to this point. Maybe they could use a little sugar for the last few minutes.
Well, this one is in the books, Victor. UConn overcame a first-half deficit and won. It reminds me of someone with liver cancer. You might lose in the first few months, but ultimately, you can fight it off.
Yeah, you gotta hand it to Jim Calhoun and UConn. Remarkable run all the way from the Big East tournament to the big dance. Congrats to them.
And what do you think about Brad Stevens? He goes down for the second straight season. Any chance we see him get drunk and possibly become an alcoholic to lessen the pain?
No, not really sure about that. But he will be back here again. He has to forget about this loss and look forward to a great future.
So you're saying this might be a good time for him to get Alzheimer's?
No, not really, but I think this is a great way to cap off the great basketball season.
Well, on that note, this will end our coverage from Houston, the fattest city in America, where pretty much everyone from here suffers from obesity, and very appropriately, this game laid a big old turd. Good night.